everyone. Hi, Larisa.
Hey, hello. How are you?
Fine. We are just waiting some minutes, that other people are joining. I'm starting to receive a lot of notifications. So,
Okay.
in the meantime, I prepared just a quick link for a quick quotation. This time is the first time that we introduce this funny quotation, just to make it easier and more interactive. So you can vote your best startup that you prefer. I just can share the link. And in this way, you can also have, the complete list of the founders and startup. Is easier also to reach out directly, after the event. Just 1 second, and I will share in the chat. Hello, everyone. Hi, Adrian.
Hello.
Let me see if you can see it in the chat.
Yep.
Perfect. Hi, Vincenzo. Nice to meet you. We are just waiting a couple of minutes, guys, that other people are joining the chat, and then we can start. If in the while you want to share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, in this way, it's easier to reach out directly and to make connection. We can just.
I don't see myself in the list. Shouldn't everybody be there, or?
Do you mean in the Google form? They are the people that confirmed the pitch in the previous day. But if you want to pitch, just let me know and I can add you. Yeah, there are other people that are joining. Daniela also, she's arrived. To make a super quick introduction, basically this is a recurring events. We made it the first time in December. Then a lot of people asked me to make it recurring every month. So we are doing just 1 time per month. And in this way, there is an opportunity for founders to pitch about their startups, for the investor to discover new deals, especially in the early stage, and also for the audience to make a direct connection, because you never know what happen, what can happen. But if you know and you understand exactly what the founders are doing, maybe you can find a direct connection, a direct collaboration. This is the goal of these kind of events, to make direct connection and to make business together based on what you are doing. Basically, it is a B2B matchmaking platform, and our goal is to make the match, the direct match, without any middleman in the middle, So this is also the goal, because we are organizing these events just to make the direct connection and to have the opportunity for the founders to explain what they are doing, what are their goals, what they are working on. In this way, there are more opportunity to find your direct partner, your direct supplier, or your direct clients who can know. So if Adam is in the chat, I would like also to introduce Adam. Are you here, Adam?
Hey, yeah. How are you?
Great guy, super big partner of these events. Yeah, and but I don't want to spoiler. Adam, please go ahead and present the Startup Network Europe.
Yeah, very quickly, we are Startup Network Europe. We kicked off 2 years ago during the lockdowns. So we do webinars and now in-person conferences across Europe for startups, like the Irish Startup Conference, the European Startup Conference. We have about 50,000 subscribers now to our database, and some of our speakers have included Steve Wozniak, founders of scale-ups, and also European Startup Association presidents. So this is a really great initiative today, and I'm happy to watch it.
Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you very much. If you are okay, we can start with the pitch, and I will call basically the guy in the list based on the confirmation order. It will be a little bit random, guys, just to let you know. Basically, I will follow the order, but I know that some other founders that I personally know are in the another event, so they will join as soon as possible, and so we can just start with the list. If Nikolai Dunev from Spatium is in the chat. Not yet, because he was one of the guy in the other event.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Where are you, Nikolai?
I'm here.
Here. Okay. I found it. Perfect. Go ahead.
Can I share my screen?
Sure.
Just a second. Okay, shall I start?
Yeah. Remember 3-minute speech, everyone.
Okay, clear.
I just
Hi,
put
I'm
the
Nicky
time.
from Spatium. Do you know how many countries were there back in 1900 in Europe? Think for about 10-20 seconds. I bet that less than 10% of you know. Why is that important? Because humanities like history and geography have always been under STEM education in terms of funding and public care. That's our niche, however. We want to become pioneers in digitizing history and geography education. Why do we want to do that? Because the education lags behind the contemporary trends in presenting, searching, and systemizing information. There is no content specifically designed for students and teachers' needs and devoted to history and geography. Last but not least, in digital era, paper still rules. What's the value we provide? We create a database which gives easier and expanded access to information, allows constant upgrade and modification, and results in more user involvement and experience. Because history is the key to understanding how the contemporary world was formed and what the future trends are. It also reminds us not to forget that what we are doing today is tomorrow's history, the history that next generations will learn. As an end, I want to say that we need 200,000 euro to finish our world database and to start expansion. We are aimed at European Union and USA market, which has about 42 million potential users. So use maps, they broaden your knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nicola. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, in this way is easier and faster to make direct connection.
I already did it.
Okay, perfect. If Jakub Bares is in the chat. Otherwise, we can go the next. Jakub, are you here? Okay, we can go to Francesco Meriggi from Deep File. Or the next one is Julia Salis from Zephyrum. Are you here, Julia? The next one is Sergey Ignatiev from Bosla. Guys, I'm just following the list because I know that someone is, in another event. They will pitch later, no worry. The next one is Giacomo Perazzo from PikEat.
Yes, I'm here.
Super, Giacomo. Go ahead.
Hello, Gianpaolo. Can you hear
Hello.
me and can you see me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah. I think that I will go with a very quick pitch with
Do you
those
want to
slides.
share the slide?
Yeah, but I have a few slides that I can share.
Okay. Let me know when you are ready so I can start the time.
Yes, but I think that I will be very, very. Let me know if. Okay. I think that you are able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So essentially, PikEat, pre-order and skip the line is an app that is trying to solve a huge problem that we have inside events. This is a picture from the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona last week. People had to wait 35 minutes every day only to arrive at the cashier and order and pay for their food and beverage at events. And also there is another huge problem, that is that 40% of produced food inside events goes wasted. So with PikEat, we develop a system, an app that could be also integrated in the events or venues app that allows people to pre-order and prepay ahead. They get a digital receipt. They go directly to the food truck, vendor, restaurant, bars, whatever is selling food inside the event, and they go to pick up their food at the time that they decide in the app, or when they receive a notification in the app telling them that their order is ready to be picked up at the food stands or restaurant. Some events, like for example. Mercatino del Gusto, that is one of our client in Italy, allowed us to open the pre-orders 5 days before the event, and so they were able also to organize the service, optimize the cost, cutting the 40% of cost, and also they were able to cut the 40% of food waste from the year 2029 event, because with our system they were able to have all the reservations and all the orders 5 days before the beginning of the event. And also another important thing is that for event, especially for restaurants inside the event, they got the money inside their bank account 5 days before the beginning of the event, because the people were allowed to pre-order and prepay 5 days before the event. So this allows us to help people save time at the event, so they can continue enjoying the event, and also they can save time to have their meeting, for example, as an exhibition show like the Mobile World Congress. You can have your business meeting without wasting time in line at the food stands to buy food and beverages. Right now we are raising with 500,000 euros to establish our team in Milano or Rome, that are the city where we are most active in Italy, and also to improve our development team to improve and develop other features on our product. Our app is ready and is already on the digital stores, but we want also to have developers for other features, and also to integrate our app in the events and venues platform.
Thank you very much, Giacomo. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat In this
Yeah, I
way,
think that-
is easier.
That I already did. This is also my contacts.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, you too, Giacomo. And if in the meantime I can prepare Vincenzo De Salvo.
Absolutely.
Let me know when you are ready so I can start the timer.
Yeah. You see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see you anymore, but I guess it's not a problem. So I'm ready when you're ready. Shall I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Great. So every day we use software tool to help us to do our job better and faster. Think about Salesforce, Google Analytics, Money.com. We use this tool to collect a lot of information, and then we go out to present this information to a colleague, to a client, to an investors. But creating this presentation takes a lot of time. We have spoke to our client Schindler, the elevator manufacturer in Switzerland. They have more than 1,000 people spending 40% of their time inside PowerPoint creating presentation. That's a lot of time and a lot of presentation. So our goal is to reduce the time to create this presentation and to improve the quality of the output. So how do we do that? We create a software that helps the users to organize and create the content of the presentation using AI. We also use this software to give feedback to the presentation skill of the users. There is other company out there working on reducing to cutting the time of creating a presentation, but all of these companies focus on the layout of the slides. Instead, we want to help people in creating the content and organize the content. We have a team in place. My name is Vincenzo. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Your Speech Factor. I was working at Sony before this experience. My co-founder is Martin, coming from EY, and we have Marcel, our head of sales, that was working before at Ferrari. The team is about 10 people, and we have developers and graphic designers with us. Our business model, it's a SaaS business model. So we use the Microsoft Store to distribute the software to enterprise and consumers. We have our direct sales through our channel, and then we are establishing partnership around the world. We have partnerships in San Francisco, New York, and South Africa. We have released the software on the Microsoft Store just a few weeks ago, but we've been working on this project for several years. On the left side of the screen, you can see some of the clients that we are onboarding or just already onboarded. Some of them are, you can see EY, KPMG, Capgemini. And on the right side of the screen, you can see our short-term goal. So we plan to reach 1,000 users in 3 months and 5,000 users in 6 months. Some of the negotiation conversation that we're having at the moment, on top of that, we already mentioned, is Volvo, IKEA, Nestle, and so on, Electrolux, and so on. So we are fundraising at the moment. We're looking for 600,000 euro. We have a pre-money valuation of 3 million euro, and we already raised €500,000 euro. We have angel investors in New York, Oslo, and Sweden. So if you would like to know more, you can pick up your phone and scan my QR code, and we can connect on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vincenzo. Very clear presentation. If you want to share also your LinkedIn profile in the chat, just for more comfort.
Yep.
In this
Done
way,
already.
people can reach out directly. In the meantime, can prepare Daniela Shumacher from PsyCurio.
Yes. Nice to see you.
Hi, Daniela.
Hi. So let's see.
Actually, with Daniela, we met during an event of Adam here in Berlin. So, as I promised that time, do you remember that was this event for the pitch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can
So-
see your screen.
You see the PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you are ready, I can start the timer.
Okay. I will start.
Perfect.
So yeah, I want to present to you PsyCurio. PsyCurio is a neurotech company. So mental health diseases are rising. You can see that they create tremendous costs in the health care system nowadays, and we have like a high recidivism rate of more than 40%. And now we've developed a data-driven, value-based therapy approach that makes the user feel better. It directly addresses the illnesses on an emotional level, and it leads to proven long-term changes in the neuronal networks. So what is it? It is a certified medical product that is already deployed by more than 60 doctors and therapists within the European Union. It has a net promoter score of more than 80, and it's highly scalable and profitable. So here you see the market potential for this solution is huge, not only in Germany, but in Europe and worldwide. And the problem is rising and rising, and will further grow bigger in the next years. So what is it actually? It's an AI-powered tool that has integrated voice recording, biofeedback, reaction time analysis, and haptic feedback. So this makes psychotherapeutic progress measurable, and it allows a human-machine interaction, so the software individually addresses patients' needs. We can address the following disorders: alcohol use disorder, tobacco use disorder, social phobia, other phobias, burnout and depression, and also claustrophobia, fear of heights, and PTSD. So you can see it's suitable for a broad range of mental diseases. And it is also suitable for the use with teenagers. And as you can see, adolescents and young adults have been suffering under mental diseases more often during the last years. Here you can see that doctors really love our solution. They are using it in their clinic or in their practice and speak of it with really high words. As you can see, it's also highly defensible because to establish a medical device, you need at least 2 years. So we are far ahead of the competition. And we have partnered with a lot of clinics and other partners within the European Union for this. So it's a B2B model. It's a software as a service solution. So the clients, they pay a monthly licensing fee to use our software. We can see that we have got a high year-on-year growth, and it will further increase during the next years. And here you can see that also the annual recurring revenue that we are heading for is really good. Our aim is now to raise the first bigger round of 2 million. We have already half of it committed. And with that, we will further grow the sales and also go to other market countries. At the moment, we are in the German-speaking countries, Switzerland and Germany and Austria. Our team has a really strong background. For example, David is a CTO. He has more than 13 years of experience and already did an exit to the US. Then you see Dr. Jörg Nieder. He has more than 25 years of sales experience, has already built scale-ups in the sales sector, and has worked for medtech companies before. And Rico, he's a business mathematician, also had a first exit already, a serial entrepreneur, and already experience in the health tech sector. The same is suitable for me. I'm a psychologist and neuroscientist. I'm a serial founder, have already built other solutions, and yeah, we are all highly motivated to bring this to the next level. And
sorry, Daniela, if I interrupt you, is exceeding the time, it's
yes.
Just
well, it's perfect timing actually, because that's it. And I
know it's super hard to be exactly in the in the timing always, but no worry. I just give you some seconds more, just to conclude the sentences. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, just to make a direct connection. And I will also would like to insert your company in, if you like, naturally, if you want, on the platform, because we have a very big vertical in healthcare industry, so you can find different company to work with. If you want, you can just insert your startup there, and just leave the LinkedIn profile in the meantime in the chat. And if you can, I saw Francesco Merigi from Deep File Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Super. Go ahead, Francesco. Let me know
Okay.
when you are ready, so I can start the timer.
Yeah, sorry, I was a bit distracted. Let me share my screen first. Window. Okay. There we go. Okay, does everybody see it?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we can start now.
Okay.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Like, I would like to present D5 company we are working on. Like, we are still at development phase, so we don't have the product ready yet. We are working on the prototype. What we do is to provide you answer in seconds. The opportunity is that nowadays finding information has never been faster. Like, for instance, like if you look at Google, you ask any kind of question like how old is the Tower Bridge, and we can see that in a fraction of a second we can get 1 million of results. However, the software provides us with the most relevant one. So we just want to know how old is it, and we get the answer. However, most of the effort goes to large data sets. So of course, it's obvious. Artificial intelligence, the more the bigger is a data set, the more accurate is the possibility of getting a precise answer. However, we believe that is not enough, because the day-to-day work of company is dealing with confidential documents. So companies archive an enormous amount of information and always need to have them at hand. But what usually happens is that, of course, you need a file or you need an information that is inside file, but then you come up with questions like, oh, what was the name of the file? In which file was it? Or maybe Tina knows where it is, she's on holiday too, and so on. But however, today there is no Google for local documents, so that leads to great loss of time and money and so on. So our solution is we are on a mission of setting up the AI potential in your private walls. With that, we mean that zip file unleashes AI potential in your local drive, and it does it by digging into your company local storage to provide you with the most accurate answer. And of course, as I said earlier, it can do it in seconds. And the most unique selling point is that it can actually run 100% in your local drive. So it means that you don't need to share any information, any confidential information to the outside. We indeed make searching among piles blurred memory. So I just wanted to have a graphical representation here, like before, usual desktop of many people, like a lot of files, like spread around the desktop. Then you search for something, and it's very frustrating because you don't really find immediately what you're looking for. And we want to replace that with a simple user experience where you just type a question without keywords and so on, and we provide you with the answer of your question as well as the location of the source of the question you asked for. So, namely the file. How it works? It works thanks to a multi-layered architecture. The input, as I said earlier, is a question. Then our AI match with your store file to extrapolate the context, and then thanks to extractive and generative models, we can provide you with an answer, as well as I said, like a source of the file location and the percentage of relevancy.
Thank you very much, Francesco. If you can share, your LinkedIn profile in the chat, it will be easier. Basically, if I understood good, is like a ChatGPT, but for local documents in your computer, right?
Yes, exactly. Sort of. Not call it ChatGPT because it's not a chatbot, but yes, like let's say the technology of ChatGPT with an interface similar to Google, kind of. It's a mix of the two. Yeah, that works 100% on offline.
Thank you very much. Very useful.
Thank you.
And the next one, if you can share, the LinkedIn profile in the meantime. The next one will be Daniel Kimani from Ohospital. Can you hear me, Daniel?
Yes. Hello. I can hear you. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Let me share my screen. You can see my screen?
Yeah. No, not yet.
Okay.
Can you say the name one more time?
Daniel.
Okay, is my screen up?
Daniel Kimani from Ohospital.
Thank you.
My screen is up?
Yeah, now yes.
Okay.
You can go.
Okay. So, hello. My name is Daniel Kimani. I'm the founder of Hospital. So, do you know how of African population cannot be able to access proper healthcare? The problem is even worse when one is seeking a health specialist. The picture on the right is Peter carrying his father to one of our events. We organize a health drive in Kenya. So this is a situation with about 40% of the Kenyan population who are spending an average of 6 to 10 hours when they are like seeking for health facility. The problem is when they are seeking a specialist, they can spend even a day. So the ratio of doctor to patient is so big because it is about 1 to 10,000 doctors, 1 doctor to about 10,000 patients. So these patients, they also do not have insurance. That means they have to pay out of pocket. And if they don't have the money, they are not going to get the healthcare services they are looking for. Meet Ohospital. Hospital is a mobile application that is integrated with agents. So users have to create an account, get into the dashboard, get a pool of doctor where they can be able to book, consult, get a doctor who can monitor the patient or the go, and also be able to save for healthcare services. So how is the market in Kenya and general in Africa? So in Kenya, we have about 70% of the population in rural areas, which is about 33 million. Out of these 33 million, most of these depend on a daily earning of about $2, and they spend an average of about $5 on each hospital visit. So our product focus on a few areas, that is mental health, general consulting, chronic diseases, women reproductive health, and cancer. So it is projected by 2030, the African health business will be about $260 billion US. So our business model, we take a 10% commission on the patient paid to the doctor through our virtual product. But we also have a medikit, which is a payment as a solution, which is a wallet, which can help the patient buy insurance or either save. So what we have been able to achieve so far is we are making a revenue of about 500 to 1,000 US. We have about 4,500 users. We have about 110 health specialists, and we have 6 partnerships. So our team is made up of me. I'm a business developer and a 2-time founder. My co-founder, she is in healthcare. Our CTO is Kitty Mogel. We have Leo Martinez as our advisor. We have Tony Kiprono and Anthony as internal doctors, and Lucy Gidiji as public relations. So when it comes to competitors, we have different competitors, but what makes us unique is our approach and how we relate with others. So what we are looking for is we are raising $200K US, either in debt, equity, or convertibles. The raising will be going to expanding in the Kenyan market and getting to about 30,000 to 50,000 users, and also increasing our revenue. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Daniel, if you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat. In the meantime, I can prepare Aaron Sony from Fese Invest. Are you here? Arun? If not, we can go in the meantime to the next one. That is Frank Sondors from Salesforge.
Yeah, that's me. I'm ready. Give me a second.
Hi, Frank.
Hello there. All right, a moment. So everybody, so I think you can see my screen. Just gonna
Yeah, I will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
It's a bit lagging for some reason. So my name is Frank Sondors. I am the CEO and founder of Salesforge.io. Salesforge.io is a sales engagement super app and we are on the mission to give every single sales rep on the planet to give them the highest probability to hit the target. We're currently at pre-seed stage. Unfortunately, for some reason, it's a bit lagging right now. Where I have assembled a couple co-founders. Apologies. So I have some slide issues. So while it's loading up, apologies. So I have assembled a couple co-founders with 20 years of technical background, both on the back end and the front end. So here we go. I believe you can see it now. With Daniel and David, so both of them have been building multiple of apps back in the days and working on the high complex load software systems, whereas I have been working as an individual sales contributor and also leading large sales teams of up to 50 people and been advising also multiple startups. What is it that we are tackling in terms of the problem is particularly in sales engagement space. For some reason it's not loading. Where essentially back in the days, on top of the HubSpot, can you see it or not? Next slide.
Yeah.
For some reason it's very slow. Sorry. So back in the days, people used Excel sheets to run their sales motions, whether that's on inbound or outbound, which was on top of HubSpot or Salesforce. And then in 2011, 2014, a specialized software such as Outreach and SalesLog came to market, which allowed to automate sequences or emails that you're looking to send systematically, and also allowed the ability to send out templates, essentially, to thousands and thousands of prospects. So that eliminated the pain of repetitive email sends that reps were doing. So it created another pain, which is essentially around email deliverability, and created the problem of actually wanting to personalize every single email because the reply rates were tanking. So this is where I came with an idea: how can I, bring into market a solution that allows you to personalize to scale, and that's Salesforce, which is essentially leveraging GPT-3 or GPT-4 large language models in order to personalize, and then also to be able to build that out in scale by connecting multiple inboxes. So usually the leads are being ingested into this sort of execution engine from my CRM, such as HubSpot and Salesforce, or from a lead database such as ZoomInfo, Cognizant, Lucia, or any other ones that you may be using. Then a user usually buys a single license, and this is where things are very different to the incumbents that exist in the space. So we're looking to enable to, within the software, to add unlimited number of inboxes, which circumnavigates essentially Google, because if you're sending more than 50 emails with Google, then Google either going to suspend your account or it's going to send a lot of your emails into the spam box. So the only way to kind of circumnavigate that is actually being able to connect multiple mailboxes and then go through an email warm-up process, which essentially sends emails within the email network to each other, which also mimics the reply rate, and that sends a good signal back to Google in order to land in as many emails into the primary inbox as possible. And before the email sequence would be activated, we would also validate every single recipient email address in order to ensure that, if we're predicting that the email is going to bounce, then we would not send out. So this really looks at increasing the output from an email standpoint 10x. That's anything available in the market. But that's not really the only thing that we're tackling. So deliverability, we also want to look at the personalization. So if you're looking
sorry,
to
Frank, if I interrupt you, is run out of the time. Just to give the opportunity to everyone. But thank you very much. Really interesting.
Thank you.
Me, I could be one of the client because I was searching for something like that. So let's keep in touch.
Sure.
And if you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat.
Sure.
And in the meantime, I can prepare the Larisa.
Hi. Yep. Let
Hi,
me
Larisa.
share my screen. Hi, buongiorno. I'm used to work with Italians. I worked for Prada before.
Cool.
I know some words, but not so much.
When you are ready, let me know. I can start the timer.
Yeah, give me a second. I have some difficulties.
Sure, no worry. In the meantime, I can prepare for later Joshua Firima from Mosbu.
You see my screen? No.
Not yet.
Now?
No.
But that's
There is
strange. I'm very sorry. That's really strange.
there is like an icon close to the smile.
Yeah, that's what I know. I'm very sorry.
No worry, no worry. If you want,
yeah.
we can.
Now it should work.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect. So, my name is Larisa. I'm a founder of T7 Berlin, and we are worldwide the only brand offering 3D apparel. We are already fully operational, actually, since 2019. We are growing, we're growing organically. And in the meantime, we are not only generating income and revenue, but we also won several awards. I'm especially proud to be nominated to the Sustainable Fashion Award in a category of Best Used for Technology. We also enjoy a good reputation by the press, and we are loved by our customers. Why our customers love us? It's very easy because the 3D technology we are used to produce our apparel repeats a human body. That means that our sweaters adapt itself to the human body shape and like a second skin and provide a level of comfort which was never exist before. Here you see customer loyalty numbers where you can clearly see that we are not only beloved, customers love to pay for it. But of course, we solve also a problem of microplastic, because fashion industry is the biggest polluter of the world, and 37% of microplastic exists just because humanity produced, wear and wash polyester clothing. And this is our answer. We are very sustainable. We produce in zero waste manufacturing process. We use 100% plastic-free yarn, and we locally produce everything from yarns to labels within the EU. Where we go, we built a brand for real people with real needs. We have high quality pieces, and we have best price quality ratio in the middle price segment. We have a technological lead in 3D knitting, and therefore we are able to build a very big and actually next unicorn in the fashion industry. We are operating in a very big market, which is stable and growing because clothing is a natural need. We also already coached up this increasing role of sustainable products in D2C markets, and we don't have competitors so far. Of course, we have, but we have a real technological gap, which we use right now. So we are fundraising 3 million euros, SLA preferably, to start to grow really. So as I mentioned before, we grow organically. We didn't fundraise till now. It's our first raise, so we don't have any dilution. And I know my startup is not a very usual one. That's why I prepared also some exit scenarios. So you can see strong brand has also strong commercial value. So we are very interesting for investors too. So we can build the same case. And concerning the team, I'm a CEO and founder, and I'm around 20 years in my industry. So I worked for a lot of biggest brands, and from sales to controlling. If somebody can build a brand right now, it's me. My co-founder is Elvin, is my right and left hand, is a finance manager and great project manager. And we have a marketing manager, Elizabeth, which is working for Galerie Lafayette and is also a top professional, young but very striving. So we all together a real great team. We work a long time together, and we are really keen to build the next unicorn.
Thank you very much, Larisa. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat. Yep. In the meantime, can prepare Joshua Firima from Mosbu. Are you here? Joshua? In the meantime, can prepare the next one, that is Adrian Liguer from Albits. I saw Sergey from Bobsla. I called you before. If you want, you can go ahead. You can go first. Just unmute because you are on mute.
Yeah. Do you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, we can hear. Let me know when you are ready to share your screen so I can start the timer.
Just a second, and where to raise the screen. Okay. Ein Moment. Ja. Okay, chat with everyone. Yes. Yeah. And you don't see my screen, right?
Not yet.
Moment.
If you prefer, we can go next, and
maybe next one, and I will explore.
Okay. Okay, no
Okay.
problem.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Friederike, are you ready? Friederike Hille.
Yes, I am. Hi. Okay, let me quickly share my screen.
Yeah. And after Aswin Pyakurel from Doze, if you can prepare in the meantime.
Do you see my screen now full size?
Yeah, we can see it.
Great. Okay, so then I start. So hi together. Thank you very much for this opportunity today. My name is Friederike and I'm the CEO and the founder of Mealy. I in my life had several moments where I had to rethink my nutrition and what I'm eating. For example, there are happy moments. So I was getting pregnant. So I started researching what can I eat, what is relevant for me. Then I had really lovely moments by starting my first family dinners with a toddler. But there were also this moment where, for example, I got the diagnosis of a food allergy. And also my father-in-law with a diagnosis of several influence diseases, several nutritional-based diseases. So in all these trigger moments, people are starting a really stressful and long journey of researching what nutrients are relevant for them, what are they allowed to eat, where they should maybe also limit the intake in, trying to find recipes which are matching to that, and all that trying to put it into your daily life routine. And I'm not alone with that. Every fifth people is having or suffering from food intolerance. And also 70% of the diseases in industrial countries are caused by nutrition. So this is why this is a really important topic, and this is why I founded Mealy. So with Mealy, we are combining nutritional science with personal data and life circumstances and suggesting for the people recipes which are directly fitting their nutritional needs. Every week, they're getting curated recipes personalized to them. Here you can see some of the recipes. So they're easily to plan. They directly get the shopping list for that. And soon they can also get the ingredients delivered to their home. As I already told you, there's not just me as an individual was suffering from it. There are several people out there, millions of them. And so our market size is over 23 billion euro. And we are differentiating from our competition because we are combining the nutritional science aspect, so being a nutritional coach, with all the comfort of having a personalized cookbook and being a shopping assistant. But we don't want to stop there. We want to build an ecosystem so that you, for example, can also just scan in your laboratory findings and directly see what a good healthy diet would mean for you. To make this vision come true, we have all the assets that we need directly in our team. We are hungry, we are healthy, and we are eager to help as many people as we can. We just released our first product, getting up now the first traction, and right now are seeking for our next financing round, our pre-seed round. We're aiming for 1.2 million euros. So if you know any interested investors in the area of health tech, please directly contact me.
Thank you very much, Friederike. Perfect timing. exactly after 3 minutes. Okay, and the next one in the list. If you can, Frederick, please share your screen in sorry, your LinkedIn profile in the chat. So could be easier to reach out to you directly. And consider that after the event, normally some days after, I will send also the registration to the participants. So in this way, it's easier also to reach out. Maybe you didn't take the link in that moment, but you can reach out directly, after the event. This is the goal. And after, there is Aswin Pyakurel from Doze. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let me know when you are ready so I can start the timer. Please, the other guys can. There is a sound in background.
Okay. Is it disturbing? Yeah, I'm in a co-working space.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. If for you, it's okay. Go ahead.
For me, it's fine. Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Aswin Pyakurel. At Doze, we are building comprehensive digital solution that leverages AI to manage diabetic ulcer. So there are more than 6 million patients in the US alone, and it costs more than $20 billion. And actually, we chose diabetic ulcer patients because these people do not feel the pain, and they do not see their wounds, or their ulcer is a wound, so they do not feel their wound up to later stage. So the outcome can be really bad, leading up to amputation after the foot, or inflammation. So at Doze, we try to develop digital tools to track the wound healing progress of these diabetic ulcer patients, and provide personalized treatment recommendation. And one of the most interesting thing is we're also partnering up with an American company which has a chemical product that is involved in wound healing process. So yeah, of course, we integrate AI computer vision to track wound healing process. We will get the data from this American company, and we are gonna do those as a recommendation of this product on our app. And in the future, we would also like to incorporate sensors in the bandages to monitor the wound healing process better. So for sure, we want to partner with a bigger biomedical company to reach out to the patient, and also to market this wound healing product. So we will be like a digital layer on top of this physical wound healing product. And we will partner with other big pharmaceutical companies to reach to the patients. So there are other players in the industries like Imito, Wundera, Healthy, which are doing similar things, but we would like to distinguish ourselves from the competition by, of course, the price. And also, since we already have customers that we are working with, so we try to go like one by one, so like a customized solution for any wound care physical solution. So we are at an incubator at the moment, and we hope to bring our minimum viable product by the end of this year, and start doing alpha and beta testing next year. So together with my co-founder Sham, who is taking care of the product development and business developer, I take care of the technology part, and we are happy to connect to any digital tech enthusiast and who can help us bring this product forward. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Aswin. Really clear. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat. In the meantime, can prepare Adrian Rauwald from Blended Support.
Yes, perfect. Can you hear me well?
Yeah. Hi, Adrian.
Hi.
And later, Bobsla.
Okay, so do you see what I see?
Yeah, your screen.
Perfect.
3,
Okay,
2, 1, ready.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Adrian. I'm a clinical psychologist and founder of Blended Support. And together with my team, we have built the first application in Germany that is based on emergency psychology, with our mission of preventing emergencies from becoming disasters. Well, approximately 1/3 of people who encounter a traumatic event will develop long-term psychological consequences from this. And according to the leading psychological associations, it is very important to intervene quickly here for the sake of prevention after these events. However, there are problems to that. So in Germany, there's a lack of therapists, so people have to wait a long time in order to get into treatment. And an even bigger problem is trauma is associated with social isolation, social withdrawal. So basically, these people don't seek out for help, which is a very, very big problem, which needs to be addressed. And this is where our beautiful solution comes in. It's a digital solution, which is based on the principles and gold standard of trauma treatment, and is designed to regulate people in crisis in a way that is easy, accessible, independent of therapy places, cost efficient, and can reach a large amount of people. And this is how it looks like. It incorporates a lot of functions from self-help interventions, so emotion regulation exercises, psychoeducation, and resilience building activities, but also a monitoring system and the option of having one-to-one video sessions with our trauma specialist. So in comparison to our competitors, as you can see, most of them here on the left side, they address the general mental health space, maybe some diagnosis as anxiety or depression. In the field of trauma, it's actually getting really scarce. When we're going to the field of prevention of trauma, we are actually the only players in there. So our business model is a B2B. We are addressing insurance companies, in particular accident insurance companies and health insurance companies, targeting for selective contracts, collective contracts. And the total addressable market is around 2.5 million people each year. These are our milestones. We have a first prototype that was already evaluated by the University of Darmstadt. Currently, we are in a Vision Health Pioneers incubator, great incubator, where we developed our product into an app. And currently, it is tested with 3 professional organizations. And this is the whole team which made this possible, very interdisciplinary, from business development, software development to design, and our clinical experts with over 30 years of experience and a background supporting us. And we hope also to find new members in our team. So we are looking for fundraising 700,000 K. And thank you very much. So when you're interested, please reach out to us.
Thank you very much, Adrian. Super clear presentation. If you can share the LinkedIn profile in the chat. In the meantime, can prepare. Just 1 second. Alexander Zubejenko from Podia. Are you here? And before Bobsla, if you are ready now, you can share
Yeah,
your
I will try. Yeah. Window, moment, yeah. Share. Do you see my screen?
Not yet. Yeah, now, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will start. I'm Sergey from Bobsla. We introduced a new way of electric motion on snow. We invented a new type of electric snowmobile with unique combination of caterpillars and sliding bottom. Snowmobile in market is is big and growing, but snowmobiles has three main problems. The first, of course, pollution, and pollution of snowmobiles is way more than even cars, 10 times more than motorcycle. Second is dangerous. The combination of not good steering and very powerful motors bring in some dangerous to riders. And the last but not least, it's very noisy. It's noisy like chainsaws. That's why snowmobiles are not allowed in many areas. In many national parks, in Alps, you can drive only for special purposes. Electrification goes hard and expensive because substitution of a combustion engine by electric motor is not ideal solution. You cannot do that. Snowmobiles need a lot of power from one side. From other side, you cannot load with a lot of weight of batteries. Aurora snowmobile is one of the best on the market now from Finland. It's 3 times more expensive than normal snowmobiles, but still it's consumed more than Tesla 3, for example. And that's why limited range, only 25 miles or 50 kilometers. Major snowmobile makers like Bombardier, Polaris, Arctic-Cat, Yamaha still look for solution. Just a week ago, Bombardier, the leading company, introduced that the solution will be in the year 25-26. Tiger Motors is very successful startup in Canada. They very successful in fundraising, and then fundraise already more than 100 million US. However, the last year volume was like 20 vehicles, not more. Moonbike from France, more successful in deliveries, and we expect that they will sell like 2,000 vehicles in this year for 20 million euros. Yeah, but they have also some challenges, and we have some stronger advantages in our vehicle. What we deliver performance, pleasure, and safety. Yeah, so it's combination of propelling by rubber tracks with electric motors and sliding bottom. Yeah, it's much more agile, and it's much more light. It's less cost, and it's also can drift. We started with B2B sales to snow resorts, and we already delivered in Austria and Switzerland. The picture I'll show you. The first slide was made like 2 weeks ago in Italy, and we hope to bring to VP10. It's not far away from Bolzano already in this year. It's delivered to ski resorts like the go-kart on snow. And then it's easily repaid with some tickets, and it also has a magnet for ski resort to bring guests, both skiers and non-skiers. We assemble our vehicles near to Innsbruck. We have patents, we have brands. Our team mainly engineers, but with two.
Sorry, Sergey, if I interrupt you. I give you some more seconds, just to complete the topic. But if you can share the LinkedIn profile, in the chat, could be easier. You can also find the Bobsla in the platform already. I really like it. So thank you very much, Sergey. And the next one can be ready is Alexander. If he's ready. If not, we can go to Manuel Mioni from Sechinelli. Do you hear?
Yes, I'm here.
Super.
I just have to reset the connection, okay?
Yeah. When you are ready with the screen, I can start the timer. And after, can prepare Filippo Di Leonardo.
Okay. I'm just waiting for this to
it will
load.
take some seconds.
1 second, please.
after can prepare in the meantime, Filippo Di Leonardo and Stephanie Gendron. Sorry for my pronunciation, guys, if I made some mistakes. Perfect. We can see the screen.
Okay. Anyway, what I'm trying to do here is basically expand this company, because I already have 19 customers that I actually produce, the pizzas and other salsas, Italian salsas. I'm a chef, Manuel Mioni. I'm with also with Italian descent, and I'm a culinary education graduate from the Art Institute of California in Hollywood. I have a team that they also have like 75 years experience altogether. Myself, I have 25. Carla, she's all in, which is in operations of human resources and accounting and customer service. And Francisco Robles, he's a food tech engineer, which, he's going to collaborate with us, and I'm excited about this team. All right. And like I said, we are in expansion, and we are doing, basically all the labor by hand, because we want to keep all the product fresh with the freshest products, from the supermarket. And we do everything from scratch. Some of the things that we do is that we actually sell these products as the pictures that you see here. And on Saturday, I have another, which is sampling, which, people are loving our products, and we actually need investment for this project. We're talking about major companies that we want to, like major worldwide food distribution companies, that they have over almost 20,000 altogether worldwide. We're talking about, which is the Latin America and also Europe. That's the map right there. And we do have competition, but they don't sell pizzas or Italian salsas. They sell other products like cheeses and meats, Italian meats, and wine. We are going to have the product development, also the logistics distribution strategy, which is going to be with UPS, and also all the health standards and regulations, strategy with companies here where I'm at. Now, this is the layout of the warehouse, and what's happened with this is that it's 1,000 square meter space that we need, and this is the machinery for all the distribution production. All right, which we're going to do the 12-inch and also the 9-inch pizzas to be sold and distributed to Italian restaurant, beer bars, and also retail.
Thank you very much, Manuel.
My time is up.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a 3 minutes. Okay.
Thank you very much. But if you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat.
Yes.
In the
meantime, in my email also. Okay.
Yeah, sure. In the meantime, if Filippo Di Leonardo is ready, and after Filippo, Stephanie.
Yes, I'm ready. Hi, Gianpaolo. Ciao.
Hi, Filippo.
All right.
Go ahead. I can.
Let me just share my
start the
screen.
timing. Yeah.
We can share now. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay,
3,
I'm ready to start.
2, 1, go.
Great. Hi, everybody. My name is Filippo Di Leonardo. I am the founder and CEO of Essentia, and we're on a quest to empower wellness providers to accelerate their impact by helping them increase their ability to engage and retain users more effectively. As you probably know, demand for wellness is booming like never before. Since COVID hit, for 78% of professionals become a top priority to implement health and wellness practices in their routine. And this has resulted in over 2.5 billion downloads for wellness apps alone in 2022. This is an absolute record-breaking year. Yet, despite this massive demand and over 350,000 wellness apps on the market, they're struggling to engage and retain users. And study shows, in fact, that on average, 90% of users downloading wellness apps drop off with 90 days from sign-up. And the problem here is that a lot of times apps focus on providing a great in-app experience, which is surely important, yet understanding how to bring users back in a systematic way that is actually tailored to their work-life patterns is equally key. But unfortunately, studies show that only 1.6% of push notifications sent out by all wellness apps end up driving user action. That is among the lowest in the app world. So what is the cost? The cost, it's a potential estimated just for wellness app alone in 2022 of 8 billion in user disengagement. So we are actually working on a platform using AI and behavioral science to help health and wellness apps improve their ability to meaningfully engage and retain their users by enabling their service to be smartly integrated and personalized to their users' browser daily work-life experience. Now, unlike third-party software providers that are there on the market, by having a deeper understanding of key behavioral and environmental factors that actually impact users' decisions, such as our ongoing schedule, our mood, our browser activity, we're able to provide users with a much more supportive and personalized experience that actually makes it easier for them to make the most of their apps in their day, while at the same time enabling apps to leverage an optimized channel like the browser to reach their users more effectively and ultimately reduce the time and resources needed to optimize engagement. We operate under a B2B2C model where we charge apps or wellness providers a monthly subscription for engagement as a service, and the price really varies according to the number of features, integrations, but most importantly, the number of users enrolled in the service. We already have 5 pilots ready, 5 customers, 5 apps ready to pilot our solution, and are now looking to raise our pre-seed to bring our MVP to market and get us one step closer towards our vision, which is to unify the 5 trillion wellness market by creating the leading wellness ecosystem, empowering wellness providers to serve the world in a more personalized and impactful way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Filippo. Perfectly on time. If you can share the LinkedIn profile in the chat. In the meantime, can prepare Stephanie, Gendron.
Yes, I'm here. So great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. Also the screen.
Yes, perfect. So I couldn't have a best intro than Filippo talking about wellness. I'm going to continue in this area. So I'm Stephanie Gendron. I'm the CEO and founder of Creativ Health. So we're empowering the health and wellness practitioner to scale their online business through a community-driven integrated practice management, marketing, and e-learning platform. So really, as Filippo mentioned, there is a big wellness industry, but really the practitioners are struggling because they are all independent practitioner and they don't have any supporting network compared to an hospital, let's say, that has all of the tech and the management system organization behind. So all these solutions are fragmented, and therefore it's really overwhelming for the practitioner to manage the IT, the marketing, the sales, and actually try the administration, but try to do what they were trained to do, which is actually help people, right? So we're really trying to empower them and get back to helping people. So if we look at what was the life of a practitioner before Creativ, most of them are self-employed. They live in the urban area, but it's not by choice. It's really to get into their market. They have a high overhead because most of them are still just brick and mortar, low IT skills, a lot of non-revenue generating activity. Many of them are not yet on online booking. They have to manage inventory, bookkeeper, and everything, and they're really stuck into a one-to-one business model. So really what we want to take them is to take advantage of the telemedicine, all the virtual learning and the self-learning tendency there is on the market. So to give them a potential to offer programs, online coaching program, and all of the technology all together so that they can really scale their earning, get out of the one-to-one business model, and spend more time dealing with their clients and their customers. So really improve the quality of care by really concentrating on what they love. So if we look here,
I think that we lost
clients
Stephanie.
EHR.
Okay.
Yes.
No, sorry, we
Sure.
lost you for a while.
Oh, okay,
Just
but
some
I still
seconds.
have time. Can I continue or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, very good. So sorry about that. So really the intention is to create, it's to have to a website builder an integrated LMS, HIPAA compliant EHR and social media database so that the practitioner can get together. We support them with all the organization and we provide them with the tools, the CRM and the practice management with a common backend so that they can share and they can work together because normally they're all independent practitioners. So really we're already part of an incubator. We have an MVP that has been out. It's really limited. We have practitioner onboarded, an amazing team, and we are looking for 1.5 million funding to get to the next stage.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. Really clear. And also for you, if you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat.
Definitely.
I would also, naturally, if you want, I would also like to insert your, add your startup to the platform because we have a very big vertical in the health industry. So could be useful for you if you want.
Definitely.
And thank you very much in the meantime for the presentation, very clear.
Yeah.
And if is ready now, it's the turn of Hubert from Helposaas. Are you here?
Yes.
Hi, Hubert.
Hi. I'd like to share my screen. Please let me know if you can see it.
Sure. And after Roberto Bocasso, if you can prepare.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Cool. I'm ready. So my name is Hubert Chen, founder of Helpo. Today I will show you the easiest way to manage your service-based business. That's me. I was playing in the matching band way too often in college, and when I used to struggle in the middle of the night with homework assignments, I wish there's a way to connect highly qualified tutors to help students in need 24/7. So I'm a problem solver, so I built an online tutoring platform to solve this exact problem. But then I realized at the beginning, it was only a landing page. I have to do a lot of tasks manually, such as onboarding students from the landing page, creating invoices and send to parents, and, sending out, Calendly links for teachers and parents to make an appointment. And it turns out that, many small and medium-sized businesses have similar problems as well. They have to navigate 10 different tools to manage their businesses inefficiently. And when you are navigating so many different tools, you make mistakes with, when you get busy. Many business owners realize this is a huge problem, so they try to build a web applications with all of these tools. seamlessly working together, but they're not technical, so they cannot build a fully functional web application like that. So Helpo is here to change that. We're building a fully functional one-stop shop web application to help these businesses streamline workflow, increase productivity, and save cost. Let me show you one example. This is an online touring platform utilizing our software solution. The clients can make an appointment on their professional design web application designed by us. Then there's an in-house calendar system that they can make an appointment. Then there's an auto-saving text editor with the video conference call. We're on Google Hangout, and I'm sure many of you have used Zoom before, but when you close the chat, all of the notes will be gone, but we have an auto-saving text editor to save everybody's messages. Then we have a unique differentiator that is a timer system integrated with the payment system. For example, the service provider, in this case, a teacher, will have a lesson for 1.5 hours. Then it can accurately generate an invoice to the student automatically, or if the student had paid in advance, it can send out a receipt. I'm going to skip a few slides. We are currently in a pretty unique space because we are providing our solution to ed tech companies. There are many companies offering similar services, but they're utilizing third-party APIs to create duct tape solutions, and they are not customizable. Our team has a combined 40 years of business development experience, and I'm also technical experience. We're here to make the world more efficient with our platform. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Hubert. Perfectly on time. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, just to make it easier for the
yes,
for the connection. And Roberto, if you are ready to share your screen.
Yes, I am. Okay, let me go. Oh, sorry, I have an error in sharing the screen. If you have is it working now?
Yeah, now is yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So let's go. Okay, I'm here to present Doky. Is a project which relates to receipts, and the aim of the project is to accelerate, let's say, the move from paper receipt to digital receipt, taking, of course, taking advantage of what are the benefit of the receipts, all the aspects which are positive, and trying to get rid of what are the negative aspects of paper receipt, mainly is pollution. So the problem we are trying to solve is to give to the user a place where he can have all the documents, the digital documents, well organized, including the digital receipts. So the solution is called Doky. It's an app and a web app where you have different functionalities. Is a documents repository and the personal big data, because all the data are taken from the documents and made available to the user. You can have control of expenses. You have, of course, your digital receipt, your due dates, and you can have support for your purchases, and also gamification aspect. And of course, it is an environmental friendly. How it works? You identify yourself at the cash register. You receive the digital receipt. What could even better if, together with the payment, you get the digital receipt without any need to identify yourself. How we in the business model, the first business model is software as a service. Means that we build services on the data and the images and the digital receipt, like the reporting function. So you can easily feed an accounting package or a solution for an expense report, or simply a PDF, an XML, or an Excel file. Is a SaaS model, so is a monthly fee for the solution, something like €5 a month to get the reporting functionalities. There are some competitors. Some of them have a limited scope. We also have, on the longer term, a data monetization model, where basically we use the data to monetize them and return some of them to our users. So the magic function is to understand what is the value of these data, but it looks like it could be like something which goes to the infinite. It's a complicated situation, or is a challenging situation. We don't have traction, but we need to get involved with point of sale solution shops and companies. And these are some of the names we are already dealing with. Burger King is already opened the doors to us to implement the solution in their point of sales. The team is made myself and some other experienced people, and we also rely on partners, external partners, for some of the functionalities. There is also an advisory board which helps and give advice on some few things. What has already been done, we have established a company at the end of 2021. We have raised 80,000 euro with family, foods, and friends. We have registered the brand name. There is a landing page that you can look at, doky.cloud. We are developing.
Sorry, Roberto, if I interrupt you.
Okay.
But if you can share your LinkedIn.
I already shared that. We are looking for 300,000 euro to go for the go-to-market phase. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Roberto. And in the meantime, if he's ready, Daniel, Klark, I saw you in the chat before. Can you hear me, Daniel?
Yes, give me like a second now.
Yeah, sure. In the meantime, guys, if you have any idea or feedback or whatever it is, I need to fix the pitch order agenda because it's crazy for me. A lot of changing. I have to find a way to follow an order, like a list. But it's okay. Sorry, Daniel. If you want.
That's okay. That gives me some time to see if I can get my pitch deck up.
If someone have some ideas about how I can solve this, the pitch order agenda, would be great for the next event.
I will definitely ask.
Okay. Just loading this up. There it is. So do I have 2 minutes, or what's the time on this?
Yeah, 3 minutes. If you give me 1 second, I can start the timer. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So I am Daniel Klark. I'm inventor of a 3D solar module that achieves 2 times more power than a flat solar module in the same footprint. My screen sharing is not working, so I'm just going to write it out with this. Don't really need to share much. So this is an example of the 3D solar module. You can see the depth. It's kind of deceiving, but this is a 6-inch pen, and it can go all the way in the solar module. So using a next generation semiconductor called cadmium telluride gives us the ability to achieve double the power with designs like this. Now, what we did, because it's about $4 per watt to make this, and there's no way we can compete with China or other places, we actually shrunk that design much smaller into micro 3D glass and glass foam. So this new kind of squishy glass foam enables 3D solar and 3D battery cells. So to give you an example, in a silicon anode, which is quite popular but hard to commercialize in a battery cell, the silicon, when it lithiates, it expands 300%. So when you have like a piece of glass foam, if you coat that with the silicon, it has plenty of space to expand. So essentially, we take volumetric 3D printing, sub-zero molding, and multiple advanced manufacturing technologies, and they enable the next generation of 3D solar cells with double the power, battery cells with 2 to 3 times more power and energy. And that's essentially it about us. We're looking to raise 2 million. That's what it takes to commercialize a 3D solar panel. Now, obviously, that can be split into multiple smaller amounts to get where we need to go. And happy to be here. And that's essentially it. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Super clear. I really like the product that you are building. And also for you, if you want to add your company, on the platform, just to have more visibility and more opportunities. And especially because in the clean tech sector, in the clean tech industry vertical, we have different companies. So you can maybe collaborate, or find some angels or whatever it is, or some partners or companies to expand the business in other countries.
Oh, and if I can add one last thing, our volumetric 3D printer, Xolo in Germany is currently using it. We own the patents in the United States, but not in Europe. So we're okay with them using the patents. But once they do start sending the printers to the United States, they're stated they will license our technology. So we have a couple different buckets of technology, and I appreciate you guys having me here.
Yeah, but I think that you can find a way to collaborate for sure.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And if I try to recall someone, in the beginnings, like Frank Amberg from Panosai, Ruslan, because these are guys that are writing me, in the meantime, there was in the other events. If I forgot someone, guys, please just let me know in the chat. Apologize, but as you can imagine, it's so hard to manage all these notifications in the meantime. Or if there is someone that want to pitch, just a couple of minutes. Go ahead, Baraka. Nice to meet you and welcome.
Thank you so much, Gianpaolo, and happy to be here and meeting all these amazing people. Yeah, so let me try to share my screen.
Yeah. And after can prepare Segun.
So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I start if you allow me?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you so much. My name is Baraka Jeremiah. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Kilimo Fresh Foods from Tanzania. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through a very innovative solution that's actually a game changer in the agriculture sector in emerging markets. So farming is difficult. Farming in Africa is extremely difficult. To give you an idea, I can look back to a time I was standing in a field with a farmer and he was sitting down and sobbing consistently, not because he lost a member of his house, but because more than half of his food was wasted. And he was sitting there sobbing, and the problem has happened for over 20 years straight. And this challenge affects so many other farmers, including ourselves, because we started our career as smallholder farmers, where we lost more than half of the crops that we produced due to factors such as poor storage facilities, poor transport and handling, as well as a lack of access to the market. The problem is so big in Africa, where it affects more than 75% of the workforce employed by the agriculture industry, and especially the 67% that live in rural areas in Tanzania. However, on the other side, in the urban areas, the informal vendors dominate the last mile sales track of the region. More than 90% of the population in Dar es Salaam and other regions in Tanzania, they purchase from these small retailers, informal retailers in the street. But reliant on middlemen, the retailers have little control over the quality, quantity, and price of the crops that they sell to these final buyers. So at the end of the result, they're also being exposed to a lot of food waste, but also
it affects their income growth as well as their economic development in general. It was because of these challenges that in 2018, December, we founded Kilimo Fresh, a social enterprise that links smallholder farmers and fresh produce buyers in urban areas, providing farmers with access to market as well as stable prices for their crops. We have an online platform where our customers can log in, see available products, and then they can place their orders. And Kilimo Fresh, we source produce directly from the smallholder farmers. We take the produce from to our collection centers where we add value through cleaning, sorting, packing, and then we deliver to our pack house in Dar es Salaam before deliver to our customers around Dar es Salaam. By aggregating demand and supply, we are able to reduce food waste by 85%. We're also able to increase farmers' income by 60%, which increase their farm size by up to 5 acres. And as a result, increase their yield to $2,500 as an annual income. But also apart from that, we increase food security to our customers, and also due to elimination of middlemen, our customers are able to save 15% every time they buy from us. These are some of our clients that we work with, including Pizza Hut and KFC. Some of these are global brands, and it requires very high standards to work with these customers. But they've also been able to support us even at the time we could not meet their standards. So we are very grateful to have them partner with us. The company is led by 3 energetic entrepreneurs, myself, Baraka, the CEO, Faith Pella, the Chief Strategy and Growth, and Justice Mangu as the Chief Business and Relations. Behind those beautiful smiles is 30 years of experience in agri-tech, farming, finance, as well as in technology. Today, we are raising over 1.5 million USD equity, but also we accept grants. With this fund, we'll be able to reach an impact of over 4,000 smallholder farmers, but also we'll be able to reach over 2,000 customers, to serve over 2,000 customers every week, the informal retailers, reduce food waste by 95% through the use of refrigerated trucks as well as cold room facilities, but also we'll be able to
reduce. Thank you very much. Sorry, Baraka, if I interrupt you. I give you, some seconds more just because to complete the sentence. But thank you very much.
How many minutes do I have? 3?
Yeah, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, sure, I also put the alarm, just to make the sound in the. But I give you some more seconds, just to complete the topics and the pitch.
Yeah,
but if you can share your LinkedIn profile in chat. In the next days, guys, I will also send you the recording of the events. In this way, it's also easier to reach out directly. So that's why I asked to insert the name and surname in the chat. In this way is also easier and faster to reach out directly. Thank you very much, Baraka. If he's ready, let me see. Segun. Is it a correct pronunciation, Segun?
Hello. Good day. The name is Adedekolo Segun, and I am the co-founder and CEO of AstroTweak. Before I begin, let me share my screen so that I can actually pitch. So AstroTweak is, I believe, the next evolution in music streaming.
We can't see your screen yet.
Okay.
If you want to go, by voice, it's fine. But it's just to let you know that we can't see your screen yet.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, now yes. He's presenting. Yeah.
Okay. Now, thank you so much
3,
for the opportunity.
2, 1, go.
All right, thank you so much for the opportunity. AstroTweak, I believe, is the next evolution in music streaming. We are changing the narrative and increasing the utility use of audio streaming platform. Way back in 2020, I needed to stream music online, but I couldn't stream music online due to some factors that I'll be addressing, and that led to the creation of AstroTweak. Before I begin, I want you to know The country where I'm from, Nigeria, is the most populated country in Africa, with population well over 213 million people, yet less than 6% of Nigerians use music streaming services. These are actually due to some factors such as short utility use of streaming platforms, limited awareness and adoption, lack of local content, access of user-to-user ecosystem, poor royalty distribution, and limited gateway systems. Now, I want us to know that we as Nigerians take community very seriously, and most of these music streaming platforms, they skip this this utility. They just it's just like a go-to-go. I want to stream music, so I come onto a music streaming platform. I don't know comments about the music streaming I'm actually streaming. I can't actually meet the people that are streaming the kind of music that I'm listening to. This is where AstroTwig actually comes into light. We are combining social interaction with audio streaming. We are changing the narrative and bringing an old look to not just music streaming, but music in general. And we are increasing the utility of music streaming platform. We are doing more with music. We have a live monitoring of your listening habits, iterative user-to-user chat experience. And so as not to bore you, with the details, I would like to go into our business model and our main products. We are, introducing this transparent royalty distribution, because one of the key issues of streaming platform is the transparent, the royalty distribution is not transparent enough, and we are actually bringing a solution to that, by increasing the multiple utility use, using proper door-to-door marketing for awareness. And let me just go straight to, so you see how our product is. This is like the home page of the AstroTwig app. The app is set to launch July 2023, a few months from now. And it's been a wonderful journey, because I always tell my team, take note of the journey rather than the destination. And the journey has been beautiful so far. This is our SWOT analysis. Our strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat has all been taken into account. Our business model is, we are combining two business models, and that's the freemium and the premium. The freemium, anybody can come onto the platform, listen to music, but it will be met with ads. And the premium, you pay $3 monthly, because of Nigeria is a third world country, so we can't charge high, like most streaming platforms do. We are actually taking into account of that, and we are reducing the amount it takes to subscribe to our monthly subscription. Our competitors include Boomplay, AudioMax, Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music. Like I said, we generate revenue.
Thank you very much, Segun. Sorry if I interrupt you, just because of the time, but it's really interesting. If you can share your LinkedIn profile in the chat, I will also add you. And the next one is Nassin.
Hello.
We have the last two pitch, Nassin and Dev after. So prepare yourself in the meantime, please.
Yeah, 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I'm Nassim Midani. I'm one of the founders of Wasteable, turning waste into resource. I, Sabrina, Ashton, and Sandra, we all met in a hackathon back in Berlin 2022, joining forces to accomplish our vision, which is reimagining waste, not as a waste, but as a resource. Did you know that the average individual produces around 290 kilograms of waste per year, and 87% of that waste produced has recycling potential? Majority of waste producers are university students, where 60% of them fail to recycle. Now, why do they fail? Many times it's overwhelming for them. Either they are lazy, or they don't have the know-how, the knowledge, or sometimes there are kind of logistic barriers which creates a restriction for them to do recycling properly. So our solution is to create a community, a marketplace that educates and empowers people to consume responsibly and live sustainably. How we do that? We're going to connect university students based on their location with recycling centers and second-hand shops who are interested to collect valuable, or let's say recyclable, waste. Based on the student location, we are going to do the connections, and for every time me as a student, I'm dropping or sending my waste from textile, clothes, electronic devices, paper, and plastic, I get rewards where I can redeem as the coupons from new establishments around my campus. So how it works, as you can see, it's a mobile app where I simply select what type of waste I want to upload in this marketplace, and accordingly, I'm going to be matched with a recycling center or a second-hand shop or individuals who are interested in my waste. I drop the waste to that location, and then I get coupons where I can redeem from a coffee shop, a beverage, a snack, stationery, utilities, anything that is relevant to the student needs. It's kind of like a circular economy where we are making waste into a form of resource, into a form of currency where I can use and use and use in several locations and not make it limited. Our business model is basically about subscriptions where we are going to send targeted students or targeted customers to specific establishments such as the stationery, the coffee shop, the restaurants, and other locations that are relevant to the student needs. Every time we are sending these organic students, we ask these small establishments to pay us subscription, which is more effective and more cost effective comparing to all the social media advertising. We are asking for, okay, so excuse me, I don't have the ask now, but I'm asking for 100K for a pre-seed round. We are still an early stage startup, and that's us. Feel free to connect, and looking forward to communicate on our Wasteable project.
Thank you very much, Nassim. If you want to share your LinkedIn profile in the chat.
Okay.
And also, I will also add mine, guys. If you want to add me on LinkedIn tomorrow, I will also add all of you. Just 1 second. In this way, you know, it's also easier for the next events just to send the invitation. This way, you already know when it is. And if it is ready, also Dev, we can start with the last pitch of the day. Hi, Dev. I saw you during another pitch about the food. Nice to meet you again. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Really, really pleased to be here. Thank you very much. So, if you kindly let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say this follows really well from where Nassim said he was trying to convert waste into a resource, and that's exactly what Foodimise is. Hello, everyone. I'm Dev. I'm the founder and CEO of Foodimise. Just before I get into my pitch, bit of background. I'm passionate about food. I recently wrote a book called Journey to Flavor, which inspires people to eat a more sustainable plant-based diet. It has 80 original recipes. My background is working for the branded food business, work for businesses like Heinz, Premier Foods that creates lots of brands you probably know, like OXO, Disto, Mr. Kipling. So what is our solution? So we are basically transforming waste from farms and restaurants to healthy, sustainable meals for the community. And the reason is, there are 3 reasons. Firstly, restaurants create huge amount of waste, which is worth about 2.5 billion, equivalent to about 500 metric tons of waste. Farms in the UK waste about 30% of the food because it's not harvested. And consumer habits are changing. They're looking for more digital solutions. They use sustainability as a decision-making factor. So, and they're eating out less because of cost of living crisis. So how can we use all these 3 bits of information to create a solution that is meaningful for the consumer in this modern world? So a solution is very simple. We take food that is wasted in the farms, food from the restaurants, use that to create a meal proposition that can be a ready meal or it can be a meal box like HelloFresh, using our brand's proprietary sauces and spices. That is then backed up with the carbon saving labeled on it. And then that is then uploaded on our app, which is a SaaS platform. Customers can then reserve the food on the app and they can pick it up at their convenience. The app looks a little bit like this. Future development potential is using an AI platform that can identify the carbon saving based on the image of the food. And we have distinct point of difference versus competition. At the bottom, you can see all the different brands like HelloFresh, Cook, supermarket ready meal brands, but they're all made from virgin material. Our competition are brands like Olio and Too Good To Go, but they are really creating food from existing waste. Our proposition is basically utilizing the waste and actively creating a ready meal from farm and restaurant excess. And to our knowledge, there is no other business that is currently doing this. We have a strong team. My co-founder, Tom, has really solid experience creating AI platforms and business data houses for big banks and organizations like the World Bank and Asian Development Bank. Myself, obviously, have about 15 years experience working for massive food businesses, but also massively passionate about food and sustainability, and also supported by a strong group of advisors. Today, I'm looking to raise about 150K for the next 12 months to create MVP, which is in development, speaking to a lot of different businesses, and looking to run a trial within Cambridge University to see who our customers are and showcase the potential of our app. And then from year 2 onwards, we are looking to raise significant funding for scale up. So that's me, and really looking forward to connect with like-minded individuals.
Thank you very much, Devin. Very interesting. If you can share the LinkedIn, in the chat, also for the others. We are already connected, but also for the others interested, we can share. Remember, guys, this is the last pitch of the day because we arrived at 8. But if you want to pitch in the next events, I will also ask you, before, just to organize the pitch order agenda. I need to find, to be honest, I need to find a way to make it easier and faster, also for the founders, because there are a lot of change, a lot of last minute adjustment about the list. So I need to find a way. If you have any idea or feedback or, that you can keep in mind, just let me know, because we are trying to optimize and improve this format as much as we can, event by event. So if you have any idea or feedback or whatever it is, just let me know, and we can do it maybe directly from the next events. Thank you very much for the patience. In the next days, you will also receive the recording of the event. In this way, it's easier and faster reach out directly with the person if you miss anyone. And thank you very much for all, guys. It's always a pleasure meet all of you, and see you in the next events. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.